Nami was on straight smoke. Shorty really led that fade with the Chidori. I know it's Zeus, but any lightning move has now been branded as Chidori. Shut up. Usopp jumped in, and I like that. Oda did him dirty because he casually got folded. Oda gave everybody a chilling headshot, and all you see is Usopp just getting kneed to the head. The Soge King slander will not be tolerated here. Whenever it comes to devil fruits, I feel like there's always a weak point that could eventually be exploited. But look at the logistics. We have auto regeneration, a new devil fruit, a baddie with the strength of 10 hood bitches rolled into one. I mean, speculating, not confirmed. And when you actually break it down, this is probably the weakest of what the Straw Hats have to face as of right now. And after looking at everything on my plate, do you want to know what I'm smelling? Power up! Yeah. Not gonna lie, powering up is a lot of work. Now, before I destroy my lungs or turn Super Saiyan, whichever comes first, I'm gonna need y'all to hit that like button and that subscribe button and join the notification gang. And as much as I'd like to lie to y'all about who's been watching versus who subscribed, you know what? It's Easter Sunday and I've decided to turn a new leaf. So basically, no more lies. So only 3% of people who actually watch my content are actually subscribed. Now, can I prove that? Probably not. Am I lying? Definitely. I mean, definitely not. After that exchange with Gunko, there's not a thing I can do for you. The Holy Knights, as of right now, are one up against the Straw Hats because they literally came in and ran the craziest fade on every front. The Straw Hats, or at least the weaker ones, cooked. Saul, cooked. The teachers, cooked. The kids, cooked. The Holy Knights clearly see themselves as God, and well, my official response to that is, so did NL, and he got folded, so you guys will fall just the same, or like one and the same, never the same.
Shut up, English police.
Robin is casually getting that nasty PTSD of Saul getting smacked up. And to tell you the truth, I'm not even surprised because even if she was to jump that dude with Chopper, they would get folded in half. Like, don't get me wrong, Robin could scrap, especially after she sat there and decided to blow Black Maria's Black Maria's back out. Not like that, but you know, basically she broke her back. But she not breaking this dude back. And with all that auto regeneration, the same regeneration that Gear 5th had trouble with, yeah, just stay put. Personally, I low-key feel like the weaker Straw Hats are probably gonna have to jump the Holy Knights, because let's keep it a whole buck here. They're gonna have to run that fade. Running those ones as of right now isn't an option. The Holy Knights as of right now definitely take this round, but when it's time to regroup and spin the block, Luffy, Zoro, and Sanji are about to run the craziest fade I've seen in my life. Now, is this speculation? Absolutely. But you know, that's just me. And also remember, Gabon is local too, so you know the situation is about to get dangerously crazy. Oda has a tendency to kind of throw conflict before the main conflict, and I feel like this is one of those situations where, you know, the Straw Hats and the Ops, they kind of throw a couple jabs at each other and whatnot. You know, the main antagonist doesn't meet the main protagonist, and you know, I feel like we're kind of getting to that point where all of a sudden the snowball effect in the arc starts to roll, and then it is just complete smoke. So really, that's really the only part that I'm really waiting for, especially in LBAP. LBAP been fire so far, so you know, definitely looking forward to that. So my only thing is that the Holy Knights versus the weaker Straw Hats, this is about to be an entertaining exchange of blows. For real. Now, if we're talking hockey power-ups, I will definitely say no. And the only thing is that I feel like with the weaker Straw Hats, their route or their way of winning their fights will have to be strategic from this point on, because teach them hockey now just feels way too late in the story. I mean, I would argue the person who would most likely learn hockey next would be Usopp, and I would go as far as Future Sight just because Yasopp has it. I've heard some people kind of argue Conqueror's hockey for Usopp. Now, it could very much be a thing, but do I see it happening for him? Nah, I feel like he'd be the type to just spam it or just overly abuse it. Like, for example, when we were in Wano and it was Usopp and Nami versus Ulti and Page 1. Now, if they were to start fresh, they was not winning that fade. Usopp got his skull broken from a casual headbutt. You think that they would have won that fade if it was like a fresh 2v2? If it was like Zoro and Sanji versus Ulti and Page 1, that fade would have been different. They would have won that fade. But I think power-wise, Usopp and Nami are definitely lacking power in their attacks, to the point where as the opponents get stronger, the gap in power only widens with each conflict. So at this point, Usopp gonna need something new. I've never really seen Brook go out. I mean, he did have an exchange with Big Mom, but I think that exchange was more, it was off screen actually. And we saw that he did some damage to Zeus, but we don't even know what he did. And then when he fought in Wano, he basically fought with Robin, while Robin actually took on Black Maria, and he kind of just dealt with the father. Chopper will probably get a side mission, and that's really that. But the only moment he had where he actually fought in some capacity was when he pimp smacked Queen. That's really it. Outside of that, he not fighting nobody from now on. At this point, he just gonna focus on healing people. But yeah, interesting chapter, man. And I mean, that final war about to start. Like, the situation is about to get crazy, and I'm here for all of it. But yeah, let me know your thoughts below. Did you like this chapter? Did you not like this chapter? Where do you think the story's going next? Either way, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll holler at y'all later, man. Peace.